We look up at the night sky and see beauty. We see twinkling stars, colourful nebulas, and the peaceful glow of the moon. We imagine space as a frontier of exploration, a place of wonder. But we are wrong. Space is not peaceful. It is violent, it is chaotic, and it is filled with monsters. Today, we are traveling to the darkest corners of the cosmos. Our journey begins with the most famous, yet least understood, monsters of the dark, black holes. Specifically, the event horizon. Imagine a drain in the fabric of space-time, a region where gravity is so overpowering that to escape it, you would need to travel faster than light. Since nothing can travel faster than light, nothing escapes, not radio signals, not photons, not you. But it's not the darkness that should scare you. It's what happens before you enter. If you were to approach a stellar mass black hole, you would experience a nightmare known as spaghettification. The gravity is so intense that the pull on your feet would be millions of times stronger than on your head. Instantly, your body would be stretched vertically and compressed horizontally. Your bones, muscles, and finally your individual atoms would be pulled apart into a long, thin stream of subatomic pasta. And if you fell into a supermassive black hole, the horror becomes psychological. As you cross the horizon, you might not die instantly. Instead, you would watch the universe behind you speed up. You would see billions of years of cosmic history flash by in seconds as time dilates around you. You would see the end of the universe. Before you hit the singularity, trapped in a prison of eternal darkness. If you manage to avoid the black hole, you might run into its undead cousin, the neutron star. These are the collapsed cores of massive stars that exploded in supernovae. Imagine taking the mass of our sun, an object 1,000,000 times larger than Earth, and crushing it down into a ball the size of Manhattan. This density is terrifying. A single teaspoon of neutron star material would weigh about 6 billion tons, roughly the same as Mount Everest. Visiting a neutron star is a death sentence long before you touch the surface. The magnetic fields here are trillions of times stronger than Earth's. If you traveled within 1,000 miles of a specialized neutron star called a magnetar, the magnetic field would be so strong that it would dissolve the electron bonds in your cells. You wouldn't just die, your biochemistry would simply cease to be possible. You would turn into a cloud of atomic dust instantly. And then there is the gravity. If you were somehow dropped just 1 meter above the surface, you would hit the ground in a microsecond, accelerating at such speed that the impact would cause a nuclear explosion. At these places, matter isn't just matter anymore. It's crushed into a bizarre substance scientists call nuclear pasta. It is the hardest material in the universe. Black holes and neutron stars are stationary traps. You have to go to them to die. But this next danger, this one hunts. We are talking about gamma-ray bursts, or GRBs. These are the most powerful explosions in the universe since the Big Bang. They occur when a massive star collapses into a black hole, firing twin jets of high-energy particles outward at nearly the speed of light. Think of it as a cosmic sniper rifle. If a star within our own galaxy were to collapse and its jet was pointed directly at Earth, we would never see it coming. Since the beam travels at the speed of light, the light of the explosion and the radiation would hit us at the exact same moment. 1 second, the sky is blue. The next, the ozone layer is instantly vaporized. The atmosphere would glow with lethal radiation. All complex life on the surface would be sterilized. It is believed that a gamma-ray burst was responsible for the Ordovician mass extinction on Earth 450 million years ago, wiping out 85% of all marine species. Somewhere in the universe right now, a GRB is firing. We just have to hope the barrel isn't pointed at us. Space is cold, but usually a planet has a sun to warm it. But what if you were on a world with no sunrise? Enter the rogue planets. These are orphans of the cosmos, planets that were kicked out of their solar systems during the chaotic formation of stars. They drift through the interstellar void, completely alone. One such nightmare is a world roughly 80 light-years away, called PSO J318.522. Here, there is no day. There is only eternal night. The temperatures hover near absolute zero. Without a star, the atmosphere freezes and falls to the ground like snow. But the scariest part isn't the cold, it's the isolation. If you stood on the surface of a rogue planet, you would be drifting in total darkness, light years away from the nearest source of heat. Some scientists believe there could be billions of these ghost worlds wandering the Milky Way. Massive Jupiters and rocky Earths, silently passing through the dark, completely invisible to us. Until it's too late. Finally, we arrive at a place that isn't scary because of what is there, but because of what isn't. The Buddha's Void, also known as the Great Nothing. Imagine a sphere of space roughly 330 million light-years in diameter. In a region this size, we should expect to find at least 2,000 galaxies. In the Buddha's Void, we have found only 60. If the Milky Way were in the center of the Buddha's Void, humans wouldn't have known other galaxies existed until the 1960s. We would have thought we were the only objects in the entire universe. It is a place of absolute suffocating emptiness. But the horror comes from the mystery. Why is it empty? Some theories suggest it's just a random fluctuation in the early universe. But darker theories exist. Some speculate that an advanced civilization, a Type 3 civilization, could be expanding, harvesting the energy of stars and galaxies, effectively dimming them out, creating a growing sphere of darkness. Is the Buddha's Void just an empty room? Or is it a clearing made by a predator? From the crushing grip of a black hole to the silent drift of a rogue planet, the universe is not a playground. It is a vast, untamed wilderness. We are lucky to live on this tiny, fragile rock, protected by our atmosphere and warmed by our sun. Because out there, in the deep dark, survival is not an option. Which of these cosmic horrors terrifies you the most? The crushing gravity or the eternal loneliness? Let us know in the comments below. If you want to survive the cosmos, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Until next time, keep looking up.